There have been plenty of questionable trades throughout the history of Major League Baseball, but how did a 27-year-old MVP get traded away in his prime? Mookie Betts was drafted by the Boston Red Sox in the 5th round of the 2011 MLB draft. He became a high expectation in 2013 where he had a breakout year in the minor leagues, starting with the single-A Greenville Drive and then being promoted to the high-A Salem Red Sox. Batting .314 with 15 home runs and 38 stolen bases, he earned himself Boston's minor league Offensive Player of the Year and Breakout Player of the Year. Betts began playing the outfield in addition to second base, which was his original position. This was after four-time All-Star Dustin Pedroia signed an 8-year, $110 million contract extension. On June 28th of 2014, the Red Sox gave Betts the call.
Sunday night ESPN, and oh, by the way, you're going to play a position that you haven't hardly played before.
And there's his first big league base hit.
Mookie became a fan favorite quickly, and Boston's homegrown star was now in full effect.
This one high and deep to right field. Back goes Betts at the wall. He leaps. Did he get it? He did! Unbelievable catch by Mookie Betts. Betts lines it into left center. From third comes Bogarts, and the Red Sox walk off with a 6-5 win. A fantastic night from Fenway. 1-0 is driven to deep left field. Geyer going back onto the track. It's gone. Grand slam for Mookie Betts. High deep right. He crushed it. It's a grand slam. Wow.
The 2016 season arrived, bringing with it one last chance for a legend and a city desperate for redemption. David Ortiz was entering his final MLB season, and after 2 consecutive last-place finishes, the Red Sox were looking to return to contention. They added a key piece to the starting rotation, signing the top pitcher on the market, David Price, to a 7-year, $217 million contract. Also adding more pitching depth, trading for 9-time All-Star Craig Kimbrell. Mookie was an American League MVP runner-up, finishing the 2016 season with a .318 batting average, 31 home runs, and 26 stolen bases. The Red Sox won the American League East with a record of 93-69, but ultimately fell short in the ALDS, where they were swept by the Cleveland Indians, now known as the Guardians. Even so, the season featured some standout performances, and Betts wasn't the only player who shined for Boston.
Maybe Jose Reyes. Now there's 10 out there. Is the best of the bunch Xander Bogaerts?
Wanting to bounce back in 2017, the team called up top prospect at the time Rafael Devers, who was promoted to the AAA Pawtucket Red Sox just 10 days before. It was also the first full season for exciting rookie Andrew Benintendi. The Red Sox won the American League East, but once again falling short in the ALDS, but this time to the Houston Astros. As the 2018 season approached, it didn't just bring excitement. There was a tension beneath it, the kind that only shows up when a franchise is about to change course.
Great. Congratulations.
Thank you.
JD?
No, I just want to thank, Dave and Scott.
The Red Sox captured their 3rd straight divisional title.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Moving into the playoffs, they first took down the New York Yankees, a lineup powered by Aaron Judge and Giancarlo Stanton, toppling them in a fierce ALDS showdown. As the stakes rose even higher, they battled on and conquered the Houston Astros in the ALCS.
Deep left field, hit well. Benintendi on the run. He's got it! And the Boston Red Sox are headed to the World Series.
It was the first time since 2013 that the Red Sox had returned to the Fall Classic. 5 years of waiting and building to this moment. And standing in their way was a stacked Los Angeles Dodgers team, a powerhouse built for October. But after a dominant regular season, there was never any doubt that this team had a chance.
And Nunez, a good bad ball hitter off the left-handers. That is hammered into left. It is gone. Pinch hit 3-run home run. Nunez. Red Sox win game 1. should end it. Bogarts gathers it in. Red Sox up 2 games to nothing. Muncy flies one in the air to left center. Back at the wall, and it's gone! It's over! Muncy, a walk-off home run to win Game 3. 3-2 pitch. Fly ball into shallow left center should end it. The Red Sox are up 3 games to 1. High fly ball into left. Back at the wall. It is gone. Betts. High fly ball into center. Back at the wall. It is gone. Martinez goes deep. From the top on down. Here comes a 1-2 pitch. Red Sox win the World Series.
As the celebrations faded, something else emerged from the Red Sox' historic run, and Mookie Betts didn't just help deliver a championship.
Here he is, your 2018 American League Most Valuable Player, Mookie Betts. Mookie, congratulations, and hey, congrats, and tell us what this means to you, man.
It was quite the 2018 season for Betts. He won a Silver Slugger Award, leading the league with a .346 batting average, while also having 30 stolen bases and hitting 32 home runs. With Betts at the height of his power, the Red Sox entered the 2019 season as the reigning world champions. The expectations were at an all-time high, and Boston wasn't just defending a title, they were defending a dynasty in the making. Unfortunately, the year was a major letdown. Chris Sale had his worst season, where he marked a career-high 4.40 ERA, and finishing with an 84-78 record, Boston finished 3rd in the American League East while also missing the playoffs. Although Dave Dombrowski was the driving force behind hiring Alex Cora, landing stars like JD Martinez, and building the roster that delivered Boston its 4th championship in 15 years, it still wasn't enough to keep the job.
Dave was the right guy for us 4 years ago, and we're appreciative of everything that he did. As we looked forward, we felt actually the bottom line is we felt it was in the best interest of the club to make a change.
With the firing of Dombrowski, the architect of a championship roster, Red Sox fans were left staring into the unknown. The 2020 season loomed with uncertainty. Looking to hire a new chief baseball officer, Boston's ownership had a vision. They wanted a Tampa Bay Rays-style blueprint, a team built on sustainability, fueled by a thriving farm system, driven by analytics, and avoiding larger contracts. It was a bold gamble, and it would shape everything that came next.
Boston Red Sox announced the hiring of Chaim Bloom as Chief Baseball Officer. We are so pleased to introduce Chaim today and welcome him to the Red Sox organization.
From a baseball perspective, he has demonstrated the ability to take a comprehensive approach to building a successful team at the major league level.
Chaim Bloom was looking to guide the Sox into a new era, and nothing could prepare this fan base for his first act of business as the new chief baseball officer.
Sox have been looking for a deal, right? They've been shopping about, look, here's what he got. What was it about this one that made it the one?
Despite missing the postseason, Boston had the highest payroll in baseball at the time, and the team incurred approximately $13 million in luxury tax penalties. With that being said, Betts was approaching free agency with a massive contract looming. Boston sent David Price to LA along with Mookie to dump the $96 million left on his contract, and received Alex Verdugo, Jeter Downs, and Connor Wong. Alex Verdugo showing a massive upside early on, but Boston was looking to bolster pitching depth at the time, and he was traded to the New York Yankees in 2023. Jeter Downs only has 44 at-bats at the major league level, and he was DFA'd in December of 2022 to clear a 40-man roster spot for the new signing of Masataka Yoshida. Connor Wong, who is still on the Red Sox today, had productive years in 2023 and 24. The return simply didn't pan out, making the trade look like a massive loss for Boston. Mookie wasn't just a superstar. He was homegrown, beloved, and an MVP who helped deliver a championship. Players like this usually becoming franchise pillars and not trade chips. Boston offered him a 10-year, $300 million contract, but he intended to test free agency after the 2020 season. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic reasonings and finding a great fit in LA, he signed a 12-year, $365 million extension with the Dodgers, a price that the Red Sox were most likely not going to match. Losing Mookie created a void no one thought could be filled, but quietly, the Red Sox placed their trust in Rafael Devers.
A mature ball player understands his responsibility and accountability. And that's where he's at.
This is the best deal of the winter. This kid's 26 years old. He's a stud in the prime of his career.
Although it was seen as a reasonable price for another star, homegrown player, the contract became a burden with no opt-outs and positional issues. Boston later trading Devers to the San Francisco Giants. There are now no faces from the 2018 championship team with the Red Sox today. A roster once filled with stars is completely turned over, leaving only memories of a season that felt almost untouchable. Time moved on, the players moved on, and what remains is the legacy of one of the greatest teams Boston has ever seen.